Oh, welcome back to the Council of Jesters. My name is Loki. With me, as always, is my humble friend, Jartron, King of Myths and whatnot.
I love how he calls you the humble one.
I thought I was chaotic. I tell them that if they do something stupid, I will point and laugh at them.
That is true. I just felt like it fits in the opening. I don't know. It was a wild card.
It is a wild card episode today.
Yes. Well, today we're going to be talking about having a normal friend chat for the topic, because we couldn't think of any other topics until the wheel comes in. The wheel is going to be later. And if you have any ideas for the wheel, just leave them in the description below.
Comments.
In the comments. Thank you, Jar. I am all over the place. I'm still waking up. I woke up around 8.
No comment.
No comment indeed. So we're just gonna be chatting about whatever pops into our mind. First of all, I want to bring the topic to stop killing games and pirate software. Even though we chatted about it a little yesterday, I want to talk about it a little bit more here, because
Did you see the recent thing about that?
No, what happened?
He lost over 100,000 YouTube subscribers recently.
Damn. I wonder why. Anyway.
Probably because he has been quadrupling down on him not reading what was put in front of him.
Well, then the Game Council of Europe is also like, hey, we're quoting you now.
Quite literally what the Don't Kill Video Games initiative is: make sure each video game has a way to play offline.
Yep.
So when the company decides to kill off the servers, like they are wont to do,
yep,
make it so people can still play.
Yeah. And I believe that is a great cause, to be honest. And if I could find a link to the not to change out the UK thing, and if you're in the UK or in the European Union or whatever, EU, whatever, please sign it. They're like, I think last time I checked, they're like maybe in overdrive mode, but still, I think it lasts until the end of this month. So there you go.
I am sending you the link, by the way, Loki.
Thank you.
So you have it.
Yep. And we're all in base.
It's a topic that.
Oh, go.
Yeah, it's a topic that I'm surprised that's so hot button. Like, it makes no sense why so many people have such strong feelings towards this. Like, it really should be where gamers are all united saying we want our games, we want them to be protected for histority and propriety's sake. And we're not really asking for anything ridiculous. A lot of video games have done these types of things in the past where they made it where you can make your own private servers, such like Minecraft.
Wow.
Being able to being able to have the ability to play these games in ways like that. They just don't want to do it.
Yeah.
Too much effort.
So we don't want anyone getting hacked. And here's a funny thing with Call of Duty. I think they did have private servers back in the day. No one got hacked in those.
Well, back in the day, you could also play local just multiplayer.
Oh, yeah.
I don't even know if you could just play multiplayer off of the same disc anymore. I've not played a Call of Duty game since, I think Modern Warfare 1.
I haven't.
That's a lot more recent than me.
2. Yeah,
that's still a lot more recent than me.
And that's when they
last one I enjoyed was World at War.
Oh no.
And that was the last one that was World War II themed.
That is true.
It started the Nazi zombies.
Mm-hmm.
Yahtzee.
It was a good game. I played with my stepbrother at the time.
Yahtzee.
I think the better way to phrase it is I never played a Call of Duty game not on the Xbox 360.
Yeah,
so I think that should
my
better.
My last game was on the 360. and it was with my younger brother, and we were playing zombies together, and we were split
Nazi
screening it.
Zombies was way too fun.
It was. It
Mhm.
was. I like how they evolved it.
Getting that ray gun was busted.
Oh hell yeah! And pack a punch it. There you go. It becomes even more busted.
World at War didn't have Pack-a-Punch or any of that. It was just random weapons on some walls and the mystery box. Have fun.
Oh yeah. But yeah, going back to Stop Killing Games, I believe what a Cursive Farm is doing, that's the person who is actually making the petition, not petition, I don't know what to call it, because I want to say it's a,
He's setting up the movement, I think,
He's
is the best
setting
way
up the
to
movement.
phrase it.
yeah, who set up the movement.
And he's actually an American.
His name's Ross, right?
I think so, but I don't think he is.
What if I know?
I don't think he is.
He's American.
He is? I don't know.
The video I watched said the guy who started the movement was American.
I could be getting the information wrong, but I'm not sure. Because Ross
It doesn't
I'm
really
probably wrong too.
he could be a dual citizen, so that is a possibility. But
In the end of it, doesn't really matter. The message is important.
Yes, the message
Regardless.
is important. It is. It is.
Like, oh my god, there's so many video games that I wish they either allowed private servers or just made it
private
playable
servers.
offline.
Oh yeah, like The Crew. I heard that was a big one that actually started the movement.
That is the one that started the movement. But there are so many MMOs I played when I was younger that got killed off.
Yeah.
And nowadays that people are able to reverse engineer their client side information, they managed to build a private server to run it.
Oh yeah. I want to say there was a few MMOs that I played in the day called Dragon Quest and Dragon Quest World or Adventure Quest Worlds, and that died because Flash died. So yeah.
Actually, they are still alive and well.
Oh yeah.
What Artix did is he made his own Flash runner for his games, so you can still play it to this day.
Oh yeah, I downloaded the launcher once, and it runs on MacBook for those who are on MacBooks.
And it does work on Windows because I downloaded the launcher.
Yeah, but it was like more childhood memories that should stay in the past, in my opinion.
True, it is not my favorite game, but when I was a kid, it was pretty good.
It was. Ooh, I'm fighting polygons now. But
go for it.
But I watched this YouTuber called the Op Block. Shout out to them. But they do research stuff, so I might leave a link to their channel in the description. But they do research into different topics and dramas, and they've been researching into pirate software. And I think someone forgot who were looking through their and this is a different YouTuber. Slop News Network. They looked into the pirate softwares, aka I'm just gonna call him Thor because it's easier than calling him by his full name. Thor had a resume on there, and for fuck's sake, his dad was maybe one of the founding members of Blizzard back when it was called something else, but I'm not quite sure.
I don't know if he's that far back, but I know he was like one of the first like big coders for World of Warcraft.
He never, and what I gathered, he's not even using, he's using, and the guy, I will say, he has a deep voice, but we don't really know his real voice because people claim that he has a voice changer on at all times, and then he claims that he went through a second puberty. So, There you go.
Which technically actually is true. The human body does experience a not full second puberty, but around 30, it does kind of go through its own thing.
Okay. Oh God, I'm 30.
That's new to me.
Yeah.
I'm well into my 30s, and I passed that apparently, and I didn't notice.
Oh yeah, same here. I'm in my 30s right now.
So
Yeehaw.
typically, it hits more on women.
Oh.
That makes more sense.
That does make more sense. Anyway,
But-
If you look for most.
going away from the second puberty talk.
Yeah,
Or the
sorry about
menopause
that. I
talk.
have some weird and esoteric knowledge of medical. My brother
Oh, yeah,
did pre-med, and I helped him study a lot, so I have weird knowledge.
Oh yeah, my mom's a nurse, so I can ask her about this later. But yeah, there's a lot of information, and the bad thing is he kept doubling down, and I think he went to Reddit of all places and got a image of a chart that the OP that made the chart actually updated. So he's dealing with information that doesn't work, but yet works. If you catch what I mean.
Yeah.
Well, it's not even like this doubling and quadrupling down. It's like he's not even using it on a real stance. Like a lot of people usually, when they pick a hill to die on, there's at least something in the stance that you can go, okay. But it's like he's picked like a minefield. Nothing he talks about is actually something to be like, okay, there's an argument here. There's not really that to be said for like what he's talking about.
Yeah,
and then he's continuing to erode goodwill because I've heard you hear about him trying to have a lawsuit against an indie developer who is making a video game.
I heard of that. I heard about that. Idle Stream game or something like that. Idle Streamer, where they made him into a roach. If you don't, and this is from a cockroach wearing a wizard hat, and the guy didn't even implemented his own voice. They got a voice actor, but on I think Reddit, they did use his real voice in a demo like thing, but it was a MP3, and it could have been just him saying, "Hey, this is what we could do if we wanted to do it." But I don't think they did. He did do it. He did get a voice actor. However, you can replace the files in the game to Thor's voice.
Not even mad at that.
Yeah, it's easily modded. So there you go.
Yeah, from what I was looking into it, it seemed like he was just making a comment about like this is what it would look like if I put it in the game, and he was just posting it in the Reddit. It wasn't saying it was in the game. It wasn't saying he had any plans to put it in the game. It was just kind of like idle little talk with him and I think his fan base. I think it was all in his own subreddit, so it wasn't even really going anywhere in the mass Reddit area.
Yeah. And some lawyer came in like pro bono, just like, "Hey, I will help you fight this." And if you don't know, for those who don't know what pro bono is, basically they did it for free.
They do it based on how much you win.
Yeah, and apparently, I think they didn't. They actually won by default because the guy's a dumbass, to be honest, at times.
But if this actually does get put to court, I don't know if there's any judge that actually will entertain this, because if they just pull up the threads and like this is the case, just leave.
Yeah, I don't think it is going to court. I think that was like old news and they already settled or something. I'm not sure. I am quite not sure. Haven't dug too deeply into this. I've been watching other videos. For example, the Coding Jesus guy, he made 2 videos on Thor, about his code that he doesn't use GitHub on. And for those who don't know what GitHub is, it's basically a coder's paradise where you put your projects or games that you were programming in there, and you can see what people can critique or add to it to make it better. But that's my loose understanding of GitHub.
I don't really know much about it. I never really worked with it, so I couldn't really fill any gaps there. Just Google it.
I had to dabble.
Some people will post their finished products there because it's it doesn't cost anything for them to host their files there.
Yeah.
So they could just go, I'm going to have this game I've been building here. I'm not charging anyone money for it, but it doesn't cost anyone anything for it to be here. And GitHub doesn't charge people for downloads.
Damn. I did not know that.
Yeah, I've downloaded one or two indie titles from there, and one or two mods from there. The mods are a little bit hinky.
Hinky dinky. Heard.
Because you had to have my only problem with GitHub is they do a weird thing with the files. So you had to make sure you're downloading the files that you need, not the ones that are listed.
But yeah, and pirate software, and there are rumors that he and I wasn't that he was called himself that because like how to pirate software and stuff, get an algorithm boost. I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna blame him for doing that. It's a good idea, to be honest.
It's just good marketing.
Yeah, that's a good marketing thing. I'll give him that.
I am all for people buying the product if they can.
Yeah.
But if you can't find it
legitimately
to purchase or legitimately, I don't care if you have to pirate it. If you want to play the game that you cannot play via an emulator or whatever, I don't see a point in fighting people for wanting to play a game.
I mean, it's kind of the big thing that's being brought up with the killing games movement. It's like, well, if buying's not owning, then pirating's not stealing.
That is true.
Yeah, it's like, so I have the Super Nintendo Classic, and I hacked it to add one game to it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
And that's because you cannot find it besides eBay.
Oh, that's sad.
And I'm not going to drop $200-$300 on a game
on eBay.
And on eBay, I'll just
it.
I'll pirate it and hack it into my SNES Classic.
Hi ho, yo ho, yo ho. But yeah, and we're all gamers here. For fuck's sake, Jar, you're playing Death Stranding too. But I
actually hopped off before we started this podcast.
I know. But still, we play games and we enjoy them and we want to see them thrive, and it's a good history thing too, in my own opinion.
That's why I love websites like My Abandonware, where literally, if the game is not available to be purchased legitimately, it's there.
Okay.
It's one of the reasons why I love GOG.
What's that?
Good old games.
Good old games.
It's a website that has all these different video games are all DRM free, so once you buy them, they can't take them free.
They won't take them away.
Then once they're downloaded, they're yours.
I did not.
Yeah, they will. They will not remove them from your account. And you can. Another thing I love about GOG that I don't think King knows is they always mod it to run on modern systems.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
I've heard about that.
No.
I also love like when they catch word of kind of like what's going on now with like Anthem, when people are trying to take down the stuff or things of that nature, they will provide their own in-house servers for people to run on. That's what they do with the World of Warcraft classics before that got delisted.
Oh
But-
my.
GOG is very big on the player being able to play the games that they want to play. I'm not currently a fan of Blizzard over what they did with Diablo 4.
God.
But
yeah. You
I
got it on
own
Game
Diablo
Pass.
1. I got it for free on PS Plus, but
Yeah.
I don't want to play a game that's only online, because what if you live in an area with not so great internet?
That
You're
would suck.
going to get screwed.
Yeah, that would suck. That would suck bad. To be honest.
But I own Diablo 1, and it is completely modded to work on modern hardware.
Mm-hmm.
And they have the Hellfire expansion, which is a mod technically, but it makes Diablo 1 significantly larger as a pre-install. So when you boot it up, you can have a choice of classic,
Mm-hmm.
upgraded, or Hellfire expansion.
That's always fun, seeing old school games just popping in and out, and just having access to those. It's always fun. Like, say, I want to play it might be a joke for like, oh, this can run Doom now, aka the old school Doom, but it's fun to see players playing old school games and saying, oh, my great grandpa or my grandpa used to play this. He was a gamer and everything. And that's a good part of history, in my opinion. You get to see how we came from this to this.
Quite literally, that's why I am a big fan of older games to this day.
Oh,
I like people to know where we came from before they hop into the newest possible game.
yeah.
Because I'm not going to start someone who's never played a video game in their life on freaking Call of Duty. I'm going to start them on Super Mario.
Oh, I think I had one of the old school Nintendo cartridge home systems.
I mean, there are a lot of modern video games that you could start someone off with that would be easy to play. Most of them are indie, like Shovel Knight or
I
Stardew
love
Valley.
Shovel Knight.
True.
Stardew Valley is one that I love the concept of, and my brain can't stick to it long enough to beat it.
My brain can't even handle Stardew Valley because it's like, I can romance this person? Okay, friend. Or I just
Well, you don't
want fun.
have to.
I know, but still.
Yeah, in Stardew Valley, you do not have to get married. You don't have to romance anyone. Unlike Harvest Moon. Another thing I love about Stardew Valley is you could totally be gay or lesbian if you play as a female. They don't
Or you
care.
could be a romantic and just have a weird shadow creature be your roommate.
The
Yeah.
fuck? Is this a mod?
Yeah,
or
there's-
is...
Nope. There's a character in the game that you'll meet later called Corvus, and I think they're called shadow demons. I can't remember what their race is called.
The fuck?
But you can invite him to your house as a roommate, and he takes the slot of marriage in the code.
Mm-hmm.
Damn. Hey, Shadow D. Hello, fuck. Hey, Nightmare Demon. How you doing today? And then it speaks in kind of conceivable language. Your nose starts
So
bleeding
I
slightly.
do need to ask King a question related to Stardew Valley with Corvus. Do you still get this the star drop for making him your roommate, or do you have to get married to get that?
I actually don't know off the top of my head if that goes through or not. I've never actually romanced, air quotes, corpus to get to that point. So I don't know. I would have to go look at the wiki. I'm sure that breaks it down. And if that is the case with all the updates I made, I'm sure that you probably still get the star drop.
Drink mayo.
But I don't know, to be honest. And I think
I
I really do. Sorry, go on.
I was about to say, and there's a lot of fan games coming out, and I want to see those to see too. Now, continue with your thought.
I was going to say, I really like about Stardew is that it's not a tough game. It's a very easy, approachable game, but doesn't mean there's not difficulty inside it. You have to go look for it, and you have to go out of your way to engage in the difficult parts of the game. That would be the Gold Caverns, the JoJo Kart arcade game, the Wild West arcade game, the Ginger Island cave to go get to the forge thing to go make enchanted items. Like those are the difficult part of the game, but those are all very deep past basically you already beating the game to get to those sections. Besides the arcade games, you can get those anytime you want, but you have to actively go to it and engage with it.
Damn.
I love indie games.
Oh yeah, I think there was a game called Animal Well, and I saw it. I'm like, okay, and it took like the whole community a couple of weeks to figure it out. God damn it, dogs are going nuts.
Not the doggos.
Yeah, the dogs.
They need the love.
I don't know what the fuck they're doing. So we're like 30 minutes into the video, so I'm like, Anyway, going back to Animal, I think it's just shaders in that game because it's very small. It's a very small game for what they added. Which I think I never played it. I don't own the game, but I will say it. What I heard is it's a small file, and I'm like, oh wow, I want to see this, but I don't have the right hardware. Which kind of sucks, too.
If it's on Steam, you want to send me the name of it, Loki? I'll look it up.
It's called Animal Well. And for those who don't know, I am a 3D modeler, and I am a artiste, but I don't do commissions. I am still looking for a job, for Pete's fucking sake. But still, I like looking at the pixel art of it because it's a cool pixel art game.
Oh, I think I have that on PSN.
Oh, damn.
I mean, you could always join the dark side of the artist world and go find yourself a wealthy furry dude to pay you.
Fuck no. I have friends that are artists, and they were like, no, we don't. They might pay well, but they're creepy. Some of them are just want to make you some material that I cannot say in the online because of if I did, we will get taken down. That type of material. No.
I had it through the PlayStation Plus Gold, whatever the heck it is.
Yeah.
For a while. That's why I was like, why is it ignored on Steam? The only games I have ignored on Steam are games I legitimately hate.
Oh, that explains a lot. But it took like the community for the community to find the ultimate secret, like a couple of weeks, and for a game to at least stump people for a couple of weeks, which I find very fascinating, and I really do enjoy that type of game where you're looking for secrets and you're doing all this stuff just to say, okay, there's something here. I don't know what, but I have to find that thing. And those are the games I really do enjoy. I like, okay, there's something here. I gotta figure out how to get to that thing. And then there's other games where you just turn off your brain and hit the thing with the big stick.
Speaking of Stardew, I saw a thing yesterday saying it topped Portal 2 as having the most positive reviews of the entirety of Steam.
Which one?
Damn.
Stardew Valley.
Damn.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah. Oh, you guys know that Pirate Software actually has his own game called Heartbound that everyone calls Undertale 1.5?
Yeah, he like talk about it a lot on streams. I don't know if it's out or not.
It's in free access. I think you can buy it on like early access, but there is a demo, and he sometimes say buy the. His community will say buy the game, and he said no, but use the demo is free or whatever. But he hasn't been adding a lot to it, and the majority of the views on it are pretty negative. Best way to explain it. And going back to Coding Jesus, he did look at Thor's code, and what he said was it was fucking spaghetti code, worse than Jan's. I might be putting words into his mouth, but equivalent to Yandere Simulator or that, but it didn't look organized enough. And I don't know code, but I could go ask a friend that knows code. I think they were still in contact. I'm not sure. And I'll ask, and I'll probably think, hey, is this good code or bad code? They're probably going to say, oh, that's bad coding language right there. And going back,
code.
DigiCode, go! But
I said doo-doo code.
Yeah. Oh. I said DigiCode. Oh no.
I think your ADOS is bopping up again.
I don't know, to be honest.
I don't know. Do you see something shiny or a squirrel?
No, not yet. I'm inside, so it's hot as balls where I'm living.
God.
I mean, it's not where I'm living too, but probably nowhere near as hot as you guys.
The rain yesterday was really nice, but we don't need
was.
no more rain.
Oh yeah, with those floods. Oh yeah, have you guys heard of this YouTube channel called Starbound? I think it was HIY.
No.
No.
Okay.
I know there's a game called Starbound.
Yeah, I've heard of that.
HFY. Okay. Starbound is a YouTube channel that actually has some voice actors or narrators to read stories. I think they created or they get off of Reddit. I can't really tell. To sum it up, it is sci-fi stories, and they get those sci-fi stories. They read it. It's a relatively big channel, and I enjoy their channel because it's like, okay, what should I watch? There's a 13-hour video about a fox person and a dragon person. Fuck yeah, let's go.
I'd fall asleep listening to that.
That's what I basically do. Like, okay, if it's not intriguing enough for me, I just fall asleep to it. But
I'll do that listening to video game retrospectives.
Oh yeah, Side of Salt Factory or whatever. He also makes good videos.
Very long videos.
Yeah, but
your favorite son is the one I prefer to go to. He has a nice voice to fall asleep to. And when I do stay awake and manage to listen, he is very accurate when he's talking about the video games.
Oh yeah, and I think Salt Factory or whatever that guy YouTuber is called with the salt icon.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you're right. It's Salt Factory. I see a couple of his videos, and I've seen a bit of Second Son. Your favorite son. Your favorite son definitely does more short form videos compared to Salt.
Yeah, Salt.
And I think his voice is a bit more easy. But Salt does full introspective deep dive, talking about every part of the game.
So true. And he does add his own thoughts to it, and it's a mixture of his own thoughts as well. And I enjoy that because it's fun. It's fun. You get to hear what a person that, for example, Dragon Age, has started with Dragon Age, I don't know, 1, then continues on to the most recent
Velgard.
Dragon. Yeah, to Velgard. And you could see that he enjoyed the older games, but this newer game was like, not my cup of
It's
tea.
hard to even call it a Dragon Age game.
It isn't.
It really.
It's not.
I haven't even played the new one, and I loved Dragon Age Origins. That's the first one.
Yep.
Dragon Age 2 was a little
Clunky?
clunky because they tried to make it a hack and slash.
Who doesn't want a hack and slash in their Dragon Age game, like slash, hacky, hacky?
Unpopular opinion, I actually enjoyed Inquisition
Okay.
because of how much faster it was
Okay.
compared to Origins.
Okay. I'm not gonna knock you because I never played them. I just like watching videos about games that I debate on looking into. And the majority of the views on Dragon Age is Velgard is, I want to say mixed, but they all agree that the story is shit.
So my problem with Dragon Age Origins, it is very slow.
Okay.
Like, some combats will take you minutes.
Minutes? Oh no. And you got important things to do.
That, and it's usually you're fighting uphill battles where you're starting off with a max of 4 people on your team where you're fighting about 20 on the other side, and you're just like, dude, I don't have the time for this shit.
I think that's artificial difficulty, in my opinion.
Maybe, but then Dragon Age 2, you are borderline instant. Like, so my playstyle in Dragon Age 1 and 2 was two-handed sword.
Oh yeah, you gotta go with the Skullbuster 3000.
It is not a great playstyle, but Reaver was a very, very good subclass, and it got a lot of bonuses from using a two-handed weapon.
Okay.
So you did buku damage, but you were so slow it just took forever to do anything.
I'm a slow man. Anyway, but yeah, and I think the views on Velgard are mixed because it's the story and the game that they made itself, like game system. I seen gameplay and I don't like some of the implements that they did add, but others I'm like, okay, I can see that. And then they just ignore some lore, but other than that, it just needs to be put somewhere not in the same series. Sounds about right in my opinion, right? Right?
Yeah.
Basically BioWare is dead. The people who made it the phenomenon that it was, that brought us some of the best written games in the entirety of the gaming industry,
they left the
such as
company.
like the first 2 Mass Effect games. I don't know if any of you played Jade Empire, but it was a really fun written game that had such uniqueness to it and ridiculously forward thought stuff inside of it.
Mm-hmm. Oh. What happened?
Did you want to finish your thought?
Yeah,
No, I was just waiting to see like if you had any thoughts. I did like saying I didn't know if you played the game or not, so I was just waiting.
I never played Jade Empire.
Nope.
I was also not a big fan of the Mass Effect series as a whole, but I usually don't go for sci-fi.
Yeah, same.
Fair enough. Jade Empire is kung fu based or Chinese mythology RPG. It has a lot of side characters in it that you can go and pick up to make your crew.
Mm-hmm.
and each person has their own unique story that you involve them and work through their own stuff. Then, and it was made in I think it was like 2002. Double check real quick.
I will say this: when you said kung fu, the song "Everybody Likes Kung Fu Fighting" kept popping into my head. I will admit to that. It's kind of funny.
What's really bad is you started singing that, and I immediately remembered back when I was way younger, going to Walmart with my parents, and there were these dancing hamsters, and there was one of them that was "Sing That."
So it was released in 2005.
Okay.
And in this game, if you went out of your way,
Mhm.
you could have same-sex couples. And it didn't tell you this, but if you went out of your way and discovered it, you could do it. But you had to go out of your way and to do that. So, like, for a game in 2005, that's ridiculously like forward thinking.
Yeah.
And also, if you did a specific method of going into the two female paths, so there's just two female love interests, and if you do everything for both of them and show your interest in both of them, you can actually end up marrying both of them at the same time at the end of the game.
Damn, that sounds better than The Witcher, in my opinion, where you could just get strapped to a bed and people walk out of your room. If you know what I mean.
Granted.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
The Witcher, like, people who don't know the lore tend to go, which one of these two options will show me a boob?
That is true.
Fair enough.
Because, oddly enough, the redhead chick actually used magic to age herself up to make her legal for Geralt to be with, and that is so weird.
That is very weird.
That
is very weird. Oh no.
Yeah, it's a bit uncomfortable.
Uncomfortable.
Well, the older lady has been awful to Geralt pretty much their entire relationship.
That is true.
Mm-hmm.
That is also true.
They have good moments, but it is not always good.
No, it's a toxic thing regardless. But circling back, though, Jade Empire just is one of those games that has a lot of uniqueness to it, and it plays with a bunch of different stuff. Like, it was one of those early games that had a good and evil path, and unlike a lot of those games where it basically was a coloration thing, the good and evil thing had a lot of effect about what you did later in the game. It affected what kind of fighting styles you could get in some areas. It affected dialogue choices. It affected mechanics. Like, if you were evil enough in the game, you could kill small animals and get health boosts from it.
I kill the rat. I get health from the rat. The rat is now my health source. Kill the rats.
And there was even a specific quest tied to it. If you were going down the evil path and you were in a specific part at a specific high enough evil meter, it would unlock you to go on a specific quest that was only tied to that. So, like, they really put a lot of thought into letting you play this game how you want to play it and making those choices matter. There's even a random side quest you can do in the Imperial City to go get a musket from a foreigner from another land, and it's completely missable.
There are games that will do that, and there are games that give you the illusion of choice.
I love games that actually have choice. Like, growing up, that was Fable. The original Fable, not Lost Chapters or Anniversary, there was legitimate choices you could make.
Yeah. But I think people just got lazy, and then the illusion of choice came into play.
Yeah. You'll help me with my quest, won't you? No. You should be helping me with my quest. I don't want to, but I need you. No. Quite literally, they did that in Death Stranding too. They'll just replay the whole cutscene until you say yes.
It's kind of like that Pokemon thing. If you ever play Pokemon and like, will you do this thing for me? You're like, no. Oh, I must misheard you. Will you do this thing for me? I said no.
Well,
Granted, growing up with Pokemon Red and Gold,
Mhm.
everyone always names the rival Butt.
it's always funny. I think that's why they took
I mean,
away
it's
that
kind of his
naming.
attitude.
Well, that's probably why they stopped giving us the ability to nickname our rivals. I think the only one that you could do that in is Let's Go.
That and they make your rivals retarded.
I think they did that in.
I'm not so sure about Scarlet and Violet.
No, it's
but
bad. It's bad.
Sword and Shield, Hop straight up takes the Pokemon who is weak to yours
That is
and
true.
gets upset that you use its weakness against it.
I played it.
Hop is just how they're the same character.
They are, but they at least throughout the game, Hop will change up his team. Unlike How is
Granted,
just a dumbass.
Did like the grass starter in Scarlet and Violet.
Oh, Sprigatito.
That cat wrecked.
I blame it.
I'm just sad they made it furry bait.
Yeah.
It is furry bait.
It is very furry bait. Don't forget Quaxaval or Quaxley's final evolution. That's also furry bait.
I don't know if it's as bad.
It's a dance.
Nowhere near as bad.
It's a dancing chicken thing. What? I think it's equal.
Mm,
I'm gonna let you look that up on Google later. Gascarda is significantly worse.
I think it's
just as bad as Lucario.
Yeah. Hey, that's
It's
my
getting up
opinion.
there with Gardevoir.
God
Mhm.
damn it. Poor thing. Yeah, it's kind of sad though.
That is pretty bad.
It is pretty bad. For those of you who don't know what we're talking about, don't look it up. Do not. For all God's sake, do not look it up. We will warn you. You will be traumatized.
I have been traumatized. That's
I
just
have
a
been
minor
too.
traumatized for me.
And it depends on how well you deal with trauma. So have fun with that, but don't look it up with your parents around.
Especially not with your parents around. Dear God,
Oh yeah, you'll be
you
put
will
into
be
psych
grounded
ward.
for the rest of your life.
Oh hell yeah. Oh no. And I think I usually
God.
I think I make my channel very unkid friendly because I usually swear. So unkid friendly indeed. If you're watching this, by the way, and you are a child, what the fuck are you doing on YouTube? Get off of YouTube. Go read a book. Read a manga. That's age appropriate.
Touch grass.
Yes, go touch grass.
See, cuss at the child.
See,
I said go touch grass.
I am not a good role model for children. I am a doting uncle,
I mean-
but I do not swear around my nieces and nephews, but I will swear at other kids.
Growing up, there were times I was forced to go play outside. I would go find a stick and sharpen it on the pavement out of boredom.
I usually find a stick and pretend it was a gun and like pew 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 pew.
And here I was trying to make them into swords.
Well, that's the inner Texan in me. So what the fuck you explain? What do you expect from me? Pew pew pew. And then I was trying to collect crickets too.
Nope, never did that.
No.
Played with dirt clods, throw them against a wall. Turned the wall a whole pile of different colors. Mainly brown. A reddish brown. I was living in Vegas when that happened. A lot of dry clay there. Yeah. Very, very wacky too.
Loki, when did you want to do the wheel?
Next recording, and we're still recording, by
Okay.
the way.
I figured we were.
But yeah, if you want to see us use the wheel of topics, please, and you want to add to the topic wheel, please leave a comment down below and see what we can do. We will do whatever we can, and if your topic has been chosen, we will give you a shout out. And
Even if it's already on the wheel, we'll add you to the shoutouts.
yes, please.
Because I guarantee someone is going to think of the same topic as us.
Oh yeah, we're all a bunch of chuckle fucks. We will think of something.
I mean, between the three of us, we came up with 25 ideas.
I thought it was 26. Or
No,
30.
25.
25? Oh wow.
You wanted the increments of 5,
30.
remember?
We are
Oh,
at 30
yeah.
right now.
Okay, that's what I was thinking. I thought we were at 30 or something like that. But damn. And if you have any other topics that you want us to talk about, leave it in the comment below. And we will, like I said, give you a shout out. Brain is going burr. Burr, 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 burr,
Break go
burr.
brr.
Brain go burr.
Uh,
You can see what. Oh yeah. I do have a story, I think, for my D&D game that I run on Sunday. But if you guys are also interested in seeing how I run D&D games, I will be posting a game here next Monday if I get the recording set up and whatnot. So yeah, have fun with that.
Is this the one that I'm a part of?
Yes, the Goblin Cart. And yes, we're using it is called Goblin Cart. And King, you're always welcome at my table, even though you're probably going to be busy on Sunday around noon.
the time you put it is just really hard for me to make it on Sunday.
Oh yeah, that's understandable. It is completely
But
understandable.
yeah, I would love to be part of the chaos. I enjoy being able to indulge in that kind of thing.
I believe
luckily-
Jar is a gremlin artificer. And yes, I have made a gremlin race.
But yeah, luckily you have
I'm
never
also going
earned
to
my
be the
ire.
most stealthy motherfucker on the planet.
Yeah, and I believe another DM of a friendly DM I recently invited has but he goes by I think
Black
you
Cat.
guys are Black Cat. He's also going to be in there, and I think Chris. will be there.
Warlock.
Yeah.
Chris Dam might. I don't know.
Yeah, he might. So, yeah, I'm just trying to aim for 5 players because Chris is the wild card. That's what we're going to name this whole podcast. Counsel of Jesters, Wild Card Edition.
We could name them wild card when we go for the wheel of topics.
Then that'll be majority of them.
I don't know. Yeah, also the wheel is to dedicate a single topic that would be focused on as a thing. So I don't know
Yeah.
if that would make sense. But I could see the wildcard episodes where we talk stuff like we did this, and then spin the wheel for the next thing so people can see like at the end of the episode, like, oh, cool, that's going to be what the next topic is, and you can have it be that strict little thing. Like they can make comments in other videos to add to the
Yeah.
wheel for next time, and just have a self-feeding loop.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could spin the wheel at the end of this so they know what's going on for the next Council of
Recording.
Jesters.
Yeah. And we are quite literally councils. We are the members and council members. So yeah.
But
I
I
don't
was going to
remember
bring up.
getting invited, but okay.
Eh.
You were just here. You came to a table. It was odd.
You just appeared
came
out of
with the table.
nowhere. Yeah, you came with the table.
But an interesting thing I've just thought of, because I saw some emails when I was clearing it out not too long ago, talking about virtual reality. It's like You know what's really in the like what was sad about never coming to fruition was Xbox had this really big like VR thing they were going to do that they
What's
just
that?
never did any. The HoloLens.
I don't. Well, oh, I thought it was the Xbox Connect or something like that. But
Well, they made that.
Yeah.
That came out with the one like they came connected together.
Yeah.
For I think it was the second generation of Kinect. The first one I think was released on the 360. If I remember.
I think so.
God, don't talk to me about canceled video games.
No, I was talking specifically about VR because I was just really interested in the HoloLens stuff. They were showing it off. I think actually it was in how like dated this is. It was at an E3 showcase.
Damn.
If you go look it up, it was super awesome. Basically, it was like a fully holographic VR setup.
That's how we get SAO though.
No, SAO comes in when people don't know how to do anything because that thing's really crappily written and that video game would suck if it existed.
It would be so boring.
The Abridged series
The Abridged wouldn't make it much better.
Yeah.
No. Also, considering how video games are, everyone would have known if there was anything in it like that because of how leaks happen. Like 3 months before SAO would have leaked, it was released. It would have been a leak that would have released 3 months before. Like, hey guys, I was mining the thing and I found out there's a weird switch here to take away the logout feature, and also it seems like it's hooked up to the device to hook your brains. How odd is that?
Have you seen Scanners? Yeah, Scanners. That's what happens in Scanners.
Granted, I would love full dive MMOs. I think that'd be dope.
Yeah.
I think the companies that make the reclining computer chairs would make a lot more money off of those, though.
Oh,
very true.
Like in
and we also
Frontier.
We see like more positive things like Shangri-La Frontier, or was it the I earned a super rare skill in my MMO or whatever it is, like the dude in the like average guy in MMO I think, or whatever. The dude's like in the MMO and he like has the bow, like the weird bow build.
Yeah, I know that series.
Oh yeah,
I just can't remember what the name of it is.
I can't remember either. I want to watch it, but I'm like, oh, he has an expo and stuff, and like, oh
yeah, I have it on my Crunchyroll watch list.
Oh shit!
A playthrough of a certain dude's VR MMO life.
That's it. I wasn't too far off.
You were not, but damn.
I watched way too much anime.
I watched way too much anime too. For fuck's sake, last video I had an anime up there that you guys never heard of.
Yeah, I could. Dude, I was talking about on one that you didn't hear of either, with Anibayashi.
Abenobashi!
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, there's one I can't even remember the name of. I borrowed it from a friend of mine in high school.
Oh, no.
And the only thing I can remember is effectively reverse harem magical girl. That's pretty much all I can remember.
I can't remember. I don't think I've seen that. I have seen this one reverse harem where this goth chick is like surrounded by pretty boys and she's very murderous at times. I think something Wallflower.
That doesn't narrow down the pull at all for a 100, Alex.
It was something Wallflower. I don't know what it was. The girl was not interested into the reverse harem. There was a guy that kept on getting cross-dressed for some fucking reason, which I found hilarious.
Again, do you know how little that narrows it down?
The girl was
I think
fucking. Go.
I think that is Wallflower. I knew someone who was reading the manga when I was younger, and she showed me the image of him having to open his pants to show he was a dude.
I don't
Yeah.
remember what it was called, but it was a setup where a dude gets sent off to a all girls school because they needed they basically like heiresses or were related to ridiculously powerful families, and it's like a super
God.
isolated elite school
Oh,
for only
God.
girls. So they wanted to expose the girls to like an average person so they know how to like interact with society. And the
Uh-huh.
reason why they picked this random guy is they were doing a bunch of interviews and he wasn't home. So his little sister said that he was only like attracted to super muscular manly men. So he thought he was like some gay twinky Japanese boy.
I need the name of this anime.
I can't remember the name of it.
I think I see
But
it.
of course he gets in shenanigans with like, a lot of the girls, builds a harem. There's like 3 that like the harem that you're like, okay, these are the 3 that he's probably going to end up with. And one of the 3 has a ninja maid, and she knows like that he's not really gay, and she's like, you better keep this up because if you do anything lewd to my mistress, she takes a daikon radish and just chops it up super fast in front of him. That'll be you.
Probably more like his junk, but okay.
Could be both. Guess both.
But yeah, I
Maybe
don't
both.
remember at all of what this is called. So the dude is trying so hard to make sure that all the like authority figures think he is some flaming Twinkie Japanese boy, while trying to deal with the fact that he's falling in love with these girls and trying to figure out how to balance. It's very amusing.
Well, there is a solution here. Bisexual. Just say, oh yeah, I'm bi. Actually, the muscular man thing is, I like them, but oh look at these ladies.
Well, they would kick him out if they people found out.
Yeah.
That he was into females.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
It's so funny. You
That
guys
is
still
so
got
weird.
a chuckle. You guys, I will admit, you guys had a chuckle when I said that.
Yeah, it's fair, but that's the I just don't remember what the hell that thing was called.
Wasn't
There was another
a
one.
genius girl in that one too, like with white hair.
I mean, there's always that trope in your harems.
Yeah.
What about 100 girls who really, really, really love you?
That was actually so fun. I really unironically liked that because out of all of those like stupid harem things, I could understand why the girls liked that main character. That dude white knighted so hard. The dick who was trying to. No, they're like the episode where he was dating on the date with that girl who was super into fashion. He white knighted so hard. The dick who tried to embarrass him even was like, damn, that guy's cool.
Wow.
It's on season 2, and there's a girl who's like really into fashion, so she like dresses him up and puts in like some really nice clothes. And the guy, this dude and his girlfriend are off, and they get like annoyed by the main character and his, I think at the time, 7th girlfriend or something like that. So he tries to throw a drink onto the girl, but the main character jumps in front of it and takes it onto his clothes, and then like has a talk about like her loving fashion and all that, and like her chasing her passion, and I can't remember the full thing, but kind of gets into the face defending her. And then later the guy who threw the drink comes by and slips on the mess he made and was going to go fall into it and get his own clothes messed up, but the main character catches him and like holds him there and is like, hey, I don't want you to look bad in front of your girlfriend.
Damn, that's a real nice guy.
Absolute Giga Chad.
Giga Chad, indeed. He has the Giga Chad energy.
Like, I don't care what you did.
The energy and ability to satisfy a bunch of women at the exact same time, I don't care.
I applaud you, my
Giga
sir. I applaud you.
But I love that though. That's just that whole episode, just because like I don't care what you did to me, whatever. I'll take it, but I'm gonna save you from looking bad in front of your girl.
And that is true Giga Chad energy, boys. That's true Giga Chad energy. Like you might make me look stupid, but hey, I want you to don't look stupid for your girl. Hey, Where did the mafioso voice come from?
I don't know, but I do.
Maybe because the other day we were talking about Way of the House Husband.
Oh yeah,
That is a very good one.
it is. But
I
it's
love
very,
that
very-
series.
I love it.
Did you see?
too.
Actually, I think it's like the second or third episode, I believe, where the knife salesman shows up. That's my favorite episode.
Oh yeah, this
God.
is kind of creepy.
But kind of related to that fancy girl school thing I was talking about, there was another anime. Again, I don't remember the name of it. The main character actually has a allergy to girls.
oh, Girl Bravo.
Girlsaurus.
No, Girl.
Yeah,
Bravo.
Girlsaurus. That's it.
I thought it was Girl Bravo.
I read the manga up to like chapter 60 or something. I don't
Yeah.
remember.
And he founded a world that there's nothing but girls. And the only
No.
girl
So
that-
Girls Bravo and Girlsaurus have a similar thing. Girlsaurus is the one I was more thinking of because the girl beat the crap out of the main character, and that's what gave him his reaction to girls.
Like he just straight up in his eyes he sees every woman
beat the
as
crap out
a
of him.
dinosaur or a giant ape.
Yeah. Because of the trauma he had from being almost murdered.
I thought that was Girls Bravo.
I don't even remember the reason. No, he
No,
just
Girls
breaks out in hives.
Bravo is a fantasy harem where the dude gets brought to another world. And I think he's allergic to them or has some kind of like magical I can't remember. It's been a very long time since I seen Girls Bravo.
I
He
thought
breaks
it
out in
was
hives.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he breaks down hives. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why
They're two separate things.
That's why
Sure.
the girl from Girls Bravo is his main love interest because she doesn't make him break out in hives.
Really? I'm trying. I heard of I seen Girls Bravo, and funniest thing ever, it's on fucking YouTube. I think at the time, because yo ho. Anyway, but still, I can't remember if I seen Girlsaurus because I don't think I haven't heard of that. I might be getting the two confused, but still, damn.
No, they have very similar premises, but they are separate things. They just have very similar setups. Oh, 1 second.
But he develops a legitimate allergy to females and sees them
Damn.
all as giant
Monsters.
hulking monsters effectively.
I am a gorilla. Big gorilla.
Big gorilla, dinosaur. There's one lady he straight up sees as a T-Rex.
Big gorilla. I love that YouTuber too.
I
You
love
know-
Alec. His stuff is so much fun.
Hey, yeah. He and you don't know who Alec is. He's a YouTuber that I think is a master builder at Legoland or a Lego Museum.
He is actually a step above Master Builder,
Oh,
technically.
he's
So
a Grandmaster Builder.
effectively, so he gets
Ah.
dragged off to do Master Builder things everywhere, where most Master Builders stick at their one building.
Oh. But anyway, Big Gorilla comes from him. If you ever hear us say that, it is from him because he made a Big Gorilla meme and we like that meme because Big Gorilla.
I want that as a GIF on Discord. Big Gorilla.
Big Gorilla. Hey, hey.
It's just showing a red Lego gorilla.
Yeah. Hey, I know some of you are that are listening to this. Do that. Make that into a gift for us, please. Thank you.
It'd be my favorite gift for a gift for a very, very long time.
Yeah, do it for us. Do it for the chuckle fucks that we are. But
We will use that as a meme in our Discord for
Yes.
days on end.
then King is gonna say, "Why?"
I feel
are
so
you
bad
doing-"
for King.
I know.
I feel bad for King. He's the one who made the Discord group.
Yeah,
It's just gonna be walls of big gorilla.
big gorilla. But I think we're getting close. Oh wow, it's a. Oh wow, just wow. I'm looking at the time of the recording. We went up by 9 minutes. It's an hour.
So
I should
do the spin.
Yeah, do the spin. Tell him. Wait, real quick. Let me just pull up Discord because I had that shit minimize and whatnot. Okay, give me a second. Yeah, hold on. I gotta quit. What the heck is that ending?
The heck was that ending?
Oh no, that's gonna be our topic. For those who didn't see that, we have a wheel, and apparently we're gonna be talking about weird anime endings and or different endings in media that makes us go, "What the heck was that?" And with that all said and done,
so many animes.
so many animes. But with that all said and done, we will laugh and we will all, if you do something stupid, because we are in all your walls. Don't worry, we know everything. And
I didn't give you my power to teleport. You could not have stolen it from me, Loki.
Hey! I can copy abilities. With that all said and done, thank you for watching.
No, it's Kirby.
Yeah. And this Kirby fucker will say, have fun, subscribe if you want to, give us a like, and we are out.
Bye.